Live in high definition from KVAK-TV in Bakersfield, this is Eyewitness News at 6.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Dave Gonzalez. A Bakersfield family has been searching for nearly 75 years for information about a loved one who died in World War II, shot down over the South Pacific.
The Kane family's search has taken them around the world, and they're making some serious progress. Investigative reporter Kyle Harvey joins us with the family's latest breakthrough. Kyle?
Well, Dave, Rochelle, a lot of these new developments literally could not have happened without the internet. As documents continue to be declassified, researchers and family members find each other in online forums and message boards.
Iwo Jima, only 450 miles from Japan.
As the war in Europe wound down in the spring and summer of 1945, the U.S. threw all its resources at the Pacific theater of combat, waging war in the air and on the seas, taking island after island on the way to Japan. And 73 years ago, almost to the day, Jeff O'Kane's great-uncle, Burano Kane, died in the final months of World War II. His privateer aircraft, an evolved form of the B-24 bomber, was shot down while on a reconnaissance mission, guarding the plane with the camera.
My uncle's plane was the protection. They were then sent to discourage fighters.
Buran's plane succeeded in protecting the photographer, but crashed into the ocean after suffering major damage from Japanese fighter planes. Back in Bakersfield, Jeff's great-grandmother received a letter from the War Department informing her of the crash and his likely death.
I would like to say that while there seems to be very little possibility of any crew members survive the crash, there is still some small chance. My great-grandmother always hoped that her son was going to come home. So this is kind of a way, 3 generations later, trying to make sure he does. This is for you, great-grandma.
The effort to bring him back spans decades. A business trip in the 1990s took Jeff's father, Buran's nephew, to the Philippines, where he found a memorial that shed new light on what happened. Another trip to Singapore 2 years later turned up an archived newspaper story and a Japanese mission log that added more files to the family's history book. They'd been stored in a library there. There's I guess a decent likelihood that the person that drew that map killed your uncle.
It's a possibility. We have no way to know.
By the turn of the century, the internet emerged as a powerful research tool. And enlisting the help of online forums and message boards, the family tore apart the internet, finding the official declassified report about the mission, as well as candid first-hand eyewitness accounts.
As I looked down to check on the privateer, the plane was spotted upside down, just hitting the water. It is the favorite. The favorite thing was hearing these men's story and looking at the pictures for the first time and actually knowing exactly what happened.
The declassified report was found this month and contains exact coordinates of where the plane went down, raising new hope that one day it will be found. The O'Kanes are seeking help from Project Recover. Financed by private donors, the organization coordinates with the federal government to locate and salvage World War II wreckage. They've been successful in finding remains that are repatriated and given a military funeral. There are no promises in this business, but there's hope enough to fuel this family's search for as long as it takes.
There's just something symbolic about sending somebody to go find him that just means a lot to us.
We've been advised to be vague about the specific airplane and the location of the crash site because there are treasure hunters who search for wrecks like this to plunder for profit. You can learn more about Project Recover at our website, bakersfieldnow.com. Live in studio, Kyle Harvey, Eyewitness News.